came into me crying.
Right.
He said, Mum, I've just felt, and he was screaming, he said, I've just felt somebody. He was that scared, he came into our room crying. And he keeps seeing like a shadow, and it's got this week that he will not go in his bedroom. I've had to keep him off school today because he's not sleeping and he's absolutely shattered.
After that, the door was open, so it would bring in some light. Then there was like a shadow. Then I saw it like really close up, and it just went really quick. And then I just caught in the corner of my eye a black shadow. Like it looked at me and then it went again.
What, just now?
The fear on his face just says it all.
Yeah. Okay.
The fear, you know, and in fact, he's just sat down this afternoon. He's just like, Mum, I've got to get out. I've got to get out. You've got to get me out of the house. It's scaring me. Why can't you see it? But now it's getting and today's the worst.
Lois, don't worry, mate. I'll come and have a look for you.
Okay.
Often we hear of people traumatised by paranormal, or at least what they believe to be paranormal activity, in their homes. Regardless of the age, whether activity is real or not, it still induces the same amount of fear within many people. Meet Lewis. I was contacted by Lewis's parents. They had great concerns after their child was reporting seeing ghosts in their home. It was having a devastating effect on Lewis. He wasn't sleeping. He was afraid to go upstairs. He wouldn't spend time in his room. It was also beginning to affect his schooling. This was having a visible effect on Lewis, who was normally a very bright, happy child. This night, both myself and Hayley attended. Upon arrival, it was obvious that we needed to find out exactly what was going on. Here we join the case as I interview both parents, and then finally Lewis himself. This is what happened. You can't talk properly with him around. I don't want to scare him.
No.
Sort of thing. Right. We've had a little chat on the phone. Okay. Mm-hmm. You asked me to come because he said he's seen. Describe what he said he's seeing. Was it black shadows, mists, or?
On the Friday he did. Friday just gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time that he told me that he saw a black person in a black. Well, a person in a black cloak.
Black cloak? Whereabouts in the house?
Upstairs in Sophie's bedroom.
His sister's?
Sister's Sophie's bedroom door.
Okay.
She's there.
Prior to that, he's not mentioned anything before?
He said that he's hearing things and he's felt things, but as seeing something, that was the first time.
When he said he's felt things, did he describe in what way?
He can feel somebody sitting. Mum, something's in my bedroom. I can feel something's in my bedroom.
He was.
I can hear things.
Almost ready for crying earlier, just at the mere mention of it when I first came.
Yeah.
Which is why I changed the subject very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how he's been.
And also, it's affecting his schooling as well now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had to keep him off Friday. He's been to school today and yesterday, but Friday, he's just not sleeping.
I think one of the things that is not helping at all is his fondness of ghost adventures. To be fair, that is not going to help at all.
No.
Okay, I think it's probably best we can divert him away from that. I mean, because it portrays the fact that, you know what, it's okay, it's a game and it's fun, effectively. You know, he's 11, his brain's developing very rapidly at that stage. His imagination is going to be going wild. You know, have you seen, heard, or felt anything yourself?
Not seen, but we've often thought, what was that? You know, you can feel like something's walked by you.
Like a
shadow.
draft.
Yeah, no, shadow. You think, oh, what's that?
Corner of your eye sort of thing.
Yeah, but then you think nothing of it.
The thing is, there's a lot of people that say, oh, out the corner of my eye, but you've got to ask yourself a question. If there was, I'm not talking about this particular instance, but what I'm saying is, if there was any of these spirits, ghosts or whatever, and they wanted to be seen or they was about, even they wouldn't be that skillful, that they would always be just out the corner of your eye. You are going to see something. If they wanted you to see them, they would see you. Why out the corner of the eye all the time? You with me?
Yeah.
The other thing is your frame of mind, not necessarily you, I'm not talking about you, but if people are thinking along them lines, spirits, ghosts, hauntings, anything out the corner of the eye, a shadow, anything, you know, is going to be automatically, there's a good chance related. Well, not directly related, but in their mind, they're going to put them together, which again, is probably going to have with sunshine upstairs. Because even after tonight, I mean, I don't know what the full situation is yet. I've not been here, I've just got here, Lynn, you know. You asked me to come and find out, and that's what I will do, and I've been quite good at it. But your biggest problem is going to be trying to retrain his brain. Because every single noise, every creak is going to be a ghost.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, I've told him, you don't dwell on that. That noise is something, you know.
Okay. Do you know who Becky is?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's very complicated because you fear what you fear what you don't understand. With progression of society, advancement, technology, the way living standard, the way we live, and just basically life as a whole, the life that we've got now, the way we live our lives, the more we progress and with more technology and the faster things move on at fast paces, it doesn't leave a lot of provision for the existence of these guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
We live in a man-made world, quite literally. Okay. So all I ask you to do tonight is basically be prepared for anything, and just keep an open mind and just trust me, because I do know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
All right.
So are you saying Lewis is telling me that he did see somebody?
Well, we don't know what he saw.
But could he have done?
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But equally, it's just as possible.
I can't work out why he can see it and I can't.
Well, I can talk about it later, but what you've got to understand, yeah, it's a possibility, but it's equally a possibility at this stage that he didn't. And he thinks he did. If you see something and you think you've seen it, you think you've identified what you've seen, as far as you're concerned, 100% that's what you saw.
Yeah, well that's it, and that's what he said he saw, yeah, because
he may have done, he may not have done. Yet to establish
yeah.
what the situation is here, you know. If there's anything bothering Lewis, or just in your place, I will know 100% within the next, well, a very short period of time.
Yeah.
I've not looked around yet, but I will do. Okay. So it's very difficult when you're dealing with children because literally their mind, the way they interpret things.
Yeah.
The way, if you saw something and you described it to me, that's totally different to how an 11-year-old can see something and describe it to you.
Wow.
Yeah? So I'm going to have a quick word with Simon. Okay? I'm going to word with Simon now. Okay?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to crack on and do what I come to do.
Okay.
All right then?
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Lynn, obviously expressing her concerns. Now I'm actually here with Simon, Lewis's father. So, Simon, obviously this is a bit of a concern for you as well.
It is a bit, yeah, because like I say, he's not sleeping. I feel like when I've been in his bedroom, his room's cold as well. I've not said it to Lynn because I don't want to worry him too much. But his room has been cold. And
what, colder than any of the rooms in the house?
Yeah.
Is there any, reason that you can see for that?
No, I just thought, because he's been on about it and everything, I thought, oh, if he has got someone there, it does go a bit cold. And that's it, really.
His room, it's not the case that, have you got an extension or anything?
No.
So it's not a case that it's just because it's an outer wall
No.
or something like that. So what's Lewis been saying to you? Just pretty much the
He's
same?
been saying, like, he's seen people, he's seen his bed go down and
Same thing.
same things as what he's told his mum, so...
And he's obviously getting very, very upset about it.
Yeah, he is. If any knock or bang, he's jumping out of his bed. He's coming to us at 2, 3 o'clock. Yeah.
And obviously he's 11 years old. He's not like he's 4.
No.
Or something like that, is it? Lynn mentioned to me off camera that somebody had seen their grandma or something.
Yeah, Sophie did.
So who's Sophie? Is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's Sophie, my daughter. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the circumstance? Was that here?
No, that was at my old house.
At the other house.
Yeah.
What did she describe?
She described a person with a black hat on, and
She described what she was actually wearing.
so I described everything what she was wearing.
Okay.
And I said, oh, okay. And we were going through my wedding photos, and she pointed, she said, that's the one.
Did she?
So she seen my grandma, and she seen her, and she said, that's the lady what was at the bottom of my bed.
Did she pick that picture herself, or did you say, is that the one that you saw?
No, she picked it.
'Cause that's quite important.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
she chose we were flipping through, and she went, that's the lady what was at the bottom of my bed.
So what was the circumstances surrounding that? She just appeared one night?
Just appeared.
Did she say anything?
No, as far as I know, she didn't.
What, she just smiled and disappeared,
Yeah.
or she just disappeared?
Just smiled and disappeared.
Okay, and what kind of effect did that on her? Was she frightened?
She was frightened for a few weeks, but then she was okay.
She kind of adjusted to it?
Yeah.
Kids are brilliant at that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Actually adjusting to
I mean, Sophie must have been about, what, 4, I think?
She's
4,
very young
5?
then.
Yeah.
And she never knew her grandma?
No, because my grandma died before she was born.
Okay. And you only say she picked her out the photo album. Did she have a look at a few pictures? Was she
Yeah, she looked through the whole of our photo album.
And it was only one you got to.
And
the
when we got to
specific
that
one?
specific photo, she pointed us straight to her.
Okay. Alright, Simon. I've obviously sent Hayley upstairs with Lewis at the minute while we've had this little chat. If it's okay with you, how do you feel about me speaking to Lewis?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's important. It is a little bit of a razor edge, but at the end of the day, I need to find out as much as possible as what he saw, but without actually confirming him thinking I'm confirming that that's what it was. So we can actually use that session as well to come what he saw a little bit. Leave it more as a possible rather than it is.
Yeah.
Even if you get to that stage right now, that's going to be a lot better. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to go for a little walk around upstairs on my with Hayley, see what I can find out, see if I can sense anything, feel anything, hear anything, and then I'll come back, have a little word with you. Then I'll have a chat with Lewis, and then we'll decide best course of action.
Okay.
It could be that there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is, if I say there's not, spell what you think. You're going to have to just take my word for it.
Yeah.
That's all I can offer you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. If we find another explanation, then we'll chuck that out there as well.
Okay.
But I do need it to be quite descript. Know exactly what he saw, where he saw it, whether it was recurring, what time he saw it, and things like that. Is that okay with you
Yes,
guys?
that's fine. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. We'll crack on now then, and I'll pop upstairs, show it all around, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, at the moment, doesn't feel anything bad here. There is what I would term to be some pretty loud static ones that seem to go on for a full 10 or 11 seconds. Those I will check out when we get back. Particularly pay some attention into the lad's room, because that's where, is that not where he said he most of the time? So I think we'll sit in there quietly and ask him to take a couple of recordings, see if we can speak to Becky, because it is difficult, because as you say, it is snowing. It is freezing cold, and it all affects our communications, doesn't it? So we're going to do that, so we'll be back in just a tip. Lewis, would you like to show me the areas where you thought you might have saw something?
Well, down there. And on top of that picture of Mum and Dad.
All right, okay.
Across me and on Mum.
Oh, what is it that you saw?
Like a really shiny light go across.
Oh, a shiny light.
Yeah.
Okay. On where? Tell me again.
Behind the TV. On the picture of Mum and Dad.
Okay.
Behind me and on Mum. So.
Okay, I would you see one behind you, rather than just.
I don't know. It just made my head go back for some reason. And I saw it.
Do you know the areas it just pointed at?
Yeah.
Look at them. Can you notice anything about any of them? You can't see that they're all very reflective, shiny surfaces. And the picture with the glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it could be possible. Okay. Could be possible that it was actually light reflection, which would look like what you think it might be. So that is a possibility now, isn't it? It's something I come across a lot. You know, people when they think they see things. I'm not saying you're not. Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is now there's a possibility that it might be something other than what you thought. Yeah. Do you think so?
Now you said that, then yeah.
Yeah. It would still be a light, as you described it. But what I'm saying is that the reason for it would be slightly different. I feel. How about you take me upstairs now? And show me around upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, Lois, what you got to tell me?
Well, starters, I saw it like where you are, a black figure go across here.
Oh, was this during the night time or the daytime?
Daytime.
Daytime?
Yeah.
Okay, where was you?
Sitting down there with my mum.
Okay, what did it look like?
Just a black figure, it goes really quick.
Just a black figure going really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that I have to point out to you, it may indeed have been a black figure going very quick, but have you noticed anything about that door?
It's white.
Well, where's it opposite?
Black.
Where's it opposite? It's opposite the bedroom window.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, which is quite low. Again, I'm not saying this is the case, but what was the daylight like?
Shiny.
Sorry?
Shiny.
Shiny. It was sunny.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look out that window, you can actually see the road.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got all the trees and everything in there, so if you've got the sun shining through and anybody went past there, it would put a shadow on the door. So do we think that that also could have been a possibility?
We never know.
We never know. Well, this is the thing, listen, we never know. We never know. You know, I'm not just saying you didn't see a shadow. What I'm saying is, what the shadow was, we don't know 100%, do we? Before you thought it was a ghost, didn't you?
Yeah.
What do you think now?
Now you said that, the person walking in the forest.
Well, it could have been anything in the distance. You know, if the sun creates a shadow, and if it's going that way, it would just literally go across the door. Do you want me to show you how?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me have that light.
Yeah.
It'll still work.
That's the toilet.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay. Let's pretend this is the sun.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. Come with me. Right. You can see straight away, watch.
That's what I saw.
That's what you saw.
Exactly what I saw.
Like that.
That, yeah.
That's what you saw.
What, a bit.
Yeah, it would be. This is light. It's not sunshine, but it would be about the same height because the window's there. Look,
Yeah, that is what I saw.
that's what you saw.
Yeah, a bit quicker.
Yeah. But so your ghost is looking a little bit iffy at the moment, shall we say? Is that fair? A little bit. See, Lewis, when you've been doing this as long as I have, okay, sometimes there is other reasons for things that you have to consider. It's very difficult if you're not doing the job that I do, yeah, because everything can look like something else. But the lights downstairs, you'd be absolutely 100% correct, but they could be bouncing off, like we said. You just said that shadow is exactly what you saw, more or less. You can now see that the door is in perfect alignment with the window, and with the sun coming through that way, anything going past, yeah, will cause that shadow. Anything else you want to show me?
Oh, the door was open. Then I saw like a man standing. Well, not a man, but a shadow of somebody standing like on that really small, about there.
Like there?
And he looked like he was standing like on near the stairs.
Okay, so you saw a shadow on the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, which made you think he was standing on the stairs.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, so I'll tell you what to do. Let me move this out of the way. Now I want you to go and stand on the stairs where you think the man was standing.
Exactly where I am now.
Okay, do you notice anything about this wall?
No, but
There's no shadow, is there?
it looked really small, like it was on a far distance.
Yeah, but as you walk into the bedroom, keep walking and look at the wall. You see?
Yeah.
So there couldn't have been a man standing on the stairs because the shadow wouldn't work, would it?
No.
How open was the door or closed? Was it open like that, or was it a little bit closed at the time?
A little bit close.
A little bit closed. Okay, can I just run something past you?
Yeah.
A possibility. We've got the bright sun coming through. We know there couldn't have been a person standing there because they wouldn't put a shadow on that wall, even with this light on. Okay. I've just actually, if this door was wide open or slightly closed, could I suggest that it was maybe, let's just move that out of the way. What do you see about this door?
It has a shadow.
It has clothes on it. Look. Well, what would that look like? A shadow of that? A jacket? Would it not look like a person?
It would look like a person.
It would look like a person. So shall we just try a little experiment?
Yeah.
Let's just come in here a little bit.
What was that? That's what I saw as well.
Now, this is not even the sunshine. This is just the light on the camera, Lewis. But if I shine that there...
It was something like that.
But look, as I come down...
It gets bigger.
It does.
That's creepy.
But can you see that could look like a person or a figure? And if we open the door... Don't forget the sun will totally fill this room, so... Are them things normally hanging on that door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day. Okay, so... Right, my friend, let me ask you. What do we think now?
There is one more thing.
Okay, but what do we think about that? What we've actually managed to do, right, is everything you say you saw, we've managed to prove 100% real that you did see it, but what we've been able to do is show what may have caused it. Is that fair? Okay, do you want to take me a bit further?
Oh, then a few minutes later, I saw a really shiny light come up this wall and across it, and then it went
Up the wall?
Up the wall, right from the bottom, up the wall,
Yeah.
then go across. And then
Okay.
it went.
What would normally do that? Shall I tell you?
Yeah?
A vehicle going by with a mirror or glass.
Huh?
And yeah, you said you heard something in the bathroom, but this is the thing. We heard something. It might have been a dripping tap. It could have been anything. The world is not a quiet place. Yeah? Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go downstairs, speak to Mum and Dad, and we're going to spend a bit of time downstairs, and you can spend some time upstairs.
On my own?
I think you should do that. You will be absolutely fine. Right. You've been too frightened to come upstairs on your own, haven't you? Because you thought there was ghosts everywhere. You now know there's a distinct possibility there could have been something else causing the shadows and the reflections and even the thing on the wall. Yeah? Look at me. Do you trust me? Okay, that's good. I'm going to go downstairs now. Will you just stay in your room for 10 minutes? Do you think you can do that for me? You'd be happy to do that? I'll tell you why. Listen. You don't want to be frightened in your own house, do you? In your own home, in your bedroom. That's a nice bedroom you got there, mate. It's pretty cool, isn't it? To be fair, you want to be happy, don't you? Just chill. There's nothing you're going to hate. You trust me? This is my job. This is what I do. Yeah. You may hear the odd tap, drip, or whatever. It doesn't mean it's a ghost. It really doesn't. But you know what? What we have proved tonight, we've proved that you saw everything you said you did. We've just found different reasons for it. So it shows how observant you are, doesn't it? So will you do that? You happy to do that? Cracking. Put it there. Come on, mate. Come here. Sure? Alright, good lad. What do you normally do in your bedroom?
Play Xbox.
Play Xbox. Put that on, make you feel better. Yeah. Night time, you're laying in your bed. Can you see a picture? That one?
Oh, I see my fish.
That stays all night, does it? No. Okay. Right, mate, I'm going to go downstairs just for 10 minutes, speak to Mum and Dad, and then I'm going to pop up and see you. If you hear a creak or anything, do you know what you're going to do? You're going to go, oh, that's a creak or something. That's what it will be. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Good lad, good lad. I'm going to put your fish back on because I turn the pump thing off just for a couple of minutes. It won't hurt them. I used to keep fish. As long as they're not all floating, they'll be alright, won't they? Alright, mate. Put it there. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Good lad. And I'll see Mum and Dad. They'll be proud of you as well. Okay, now we can talk. Obviously came round. I did feel something when it came round. Not felt anything negative. Been around the whole house. We've had some interesting recordings, which obviously you've now seen. I'm not worried about your safety whatsoever. He's obviously feeling a lot better now. So yeah, I think tonight has been a very worthwhile visit. What do you think, Ellie?
It's been interesting this evening, knowing that we can put the little lads, what he's seen, what we can actually do, so hopefully it might be, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, Simon, obviously it's your son at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm well happy you've sorted him out, and hopefully he'll sleep better tonight. Yeah, that's fine. That's brilliant, mate. Thank you.
Brilliant, thanks Simon, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Right, I've just been talking to Simon about things, and I think tonight has been very, very worthwhile.
I've made
Hello, mate.
letters just for saying thank you.
Oh, bless you.
What you've done tonight.
Oh, bless you, mate.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, dear Don. I would like to say a big thank you to you for getting mine. I just can't thank you enough. Thank you for what you've done, thank you. Oh, that's brilliant, buddy. Put it there. Thank you.
Oh, let me give you a hug. Oh, bless you. Oh.
If I like your lad, I'll get one.
If you get a chocolate bar involved, then yeah.
Chocolate bar. No, absolutely fantastic. You know, it's been great to meet you. It's been great to meet you all, and I think it's been a real worthwhile evening.
Yeah.
We have got answers.
Yeah.
We've got.
Yeah. It's just been
Happy
telling
chappy.
us. Yeah.
You've been upstairs on your own now, haven't you? Does it feel good?
Yeah.
No probs. It's going to take you a few days to get used to that's not a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hear noise, like I said to you, it's a noise. Because when we was upstairs, you said, "Oh, there's noise in the bathroom." Well, yeah, the world is not a quiet place. It's really not. But Lewis, that is absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Before we go, I think a real show of gratitude would have been a cup of tea. You know when the child's got to actually show the parents. Cheers, mate.
Yes, I'll make you a cup of tea.
Lynn,
Hello?
it's Dom.
Yeah? Hello, Dom.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
Not too bad, yes. Fine, thank you.
Just checking up on my little friend.
He's absolutely fine.
Oh, is he?
He slept great, yeah. I nearly texted you actually last night. It was great. Like I said to Simon, at the end of the day, it was all about helping Lewis, reassuring him, and you certainly did.
It was 4 or 5 years ago when I first frequented this property and met Lewis, a young boy who was frightened. In fact, I think the word more appropriate would be terrified. He thought the house was haunted. He was seeing spirits. He was hearing things. His parents were distraught. It was affecting his home life, his school life. In fact, every part of the whole family's life. Four or 5 years later on, I'm back. We're going to speak to Lewis in a moment, but first of all, this is Lynn. Lynn, thanks for having me back.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for
Okay,
coming.
so we're doing this update so people get a true feel of what it's like to be in that situation, because obviously there's a lot of people out there that have been in a very similar situation to yourself. Young child saying they're seeing things, hearing things, but maybe not have such a negative effect as what it did here. So can you just tell the viewers, how did it actually affect everything? I know it affected his school life and his mental welfare, and caused quite a lot of problems.
It did.
So in your own words,
it affected Lewis rather bad. This is why I got hold of yourself, Don. He wasn't sleeping, he was hearing things, seeing things, affected his school life. He was just absolutely petrified to be in his own house.
And also he wasn't sleeping, was he?
Wasn't sleeping, wasn't going in his own room, didn't want to go in his own room.
Which is very sad when it's in your own home. So,
yeah.
So with the school kind of side of things, did they contact you and say, hey, what's going on with Lewis?
They contacted me saying that, you know, he wasn't concentrating on his work like he should be because poor lad was shattered. He was so tired. He was thinking of things at home. Yeah, it affected him mentally.
So
definitely.
Not only had his schoolwork to contend with, he had the fear of coming home as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about your partner Simon? While all this was going on, I mean, was he concerned as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. His dad was really concerned. Yeah.
How long was this going on for in total?
About 18 months before we got hold of yourself. I must admit, you know, things was getting. I think sometimes I thought it was a kid thing, you know, is he...
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't believe him, I did believe him.
Yeah.
But then it got, this is getting serious now, I need to sort this out.
So, where did it start? Where did it start at the beginning?
It just...
Did he just mention one or two things and it kind of escalated from there?
He was saying to us that, Mum, I've just seen a shadow go by my bedroom door.
And I guess to add to his frustrations, I mean, how old was he then?
10.
10.
10, 11.
I guess it had to add to his frustrations the fact that you just dismissed it, as anybody would initially.
You try and do that, yeah. You try and, you know, oh, really, Lewis, you know, and then it got that this is serious.
It's getting serious now. It's
this
affecting
is
so many aspects of his life.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And have you yourself ever felt, heard or seen anything in this place?
I must admit, yes.
Oh, you have?
I have, yes. Not felt or seen, but sometimes you think, somebody just shouted me. So, and then, you know, you think, oh, it's just nothing. So...
Was it your daughter that had an experience a few years ago?
Yes, yes. Not in this house, in the old house.
You told me last time I was here. Just tell me briefly, tell the viewers again, what was that? What happened?
Sophie, my daughter, she was only 3, and she saw a lady, an elderly lady, sitting at the bottom of a bed. And it wasn't till that we was looking through our wedding photos that Sophie noticed, oh, that's the lady that was at the bottom of my bed, Mum.
And this is a 3-year-old?
3-year-old.
A 3-year-old with seemingly no concepts of paranormal, ghosts or anything else at the age of 3?
Absolutely no way.
Why would you suddenly say, I've just seen a lady at the bottom of my bed?
Yeah, absolutely. And she did. I believe she did. I didn't see it, so I can't say anything. But
well, that's the thing, none of us can.
And it's not until that she, you know, I didn't say, oh, is this the lady? She said, oh, Mummy, that's the lady that I saw at the bottom of my bed.
Okay, so we're going to speak to Lewis in a moment, but I'm trying to relay to the viewers. Okay, we're having a casual chat now, but at the time it was really devastating, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It was really, really worrying.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, so you saw the video, the original video on the Supernatural File, on this channel.
Yeah.
And we spoke briefly yesterday when I decided at that point, 4 or 5 years later, to make you aware of something. Do you want to tell the viewers what you saw, what you heard?
Yeah.
It made your hair stand up, didn't it, really?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that when you knocked on the radiator, and then when I saw it, I'm like, wow.
A distinct knock back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of that now?
Amazing.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Amazing, yeah, because now what Lewis was seeing or hearing.
Well, it doesn't confirm everything.
No.
But it certainly does confirm that there was activity in the house.
Yeah.
because it wasn't a water pipe, it was a distinct reply
That was.
to me saying, it doesn't mean it's a ghost. And they sound kind of knocked back as if to say, yeah, you know what we are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't ask me to come here. I mean, I'm not a ghost hunter anyway. Okay.
No.
My job here wasn't to prove or disprove the place was haunted.
No.
It was literally for
For
Lewis's
Lewis.
welfare.
Yeah. It was.
So, from the time before, with this 18-month period, and the time after my visit, how did things begin to change with Lewis then?
Oh, massively. You convinced him. You
Was
put
it
his.
pretty quick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So how long before you would say he was a normal child enjoying his home life again?
Within a week or so, yeah.
Literally that quick?
Literally within a week or so, yeah. I mean, when you said to him upstairs on the first video, would you stay up there on your own?
Yeah, that was quite
His
a moment.
face was, and this is how he was.
Yeah.
People didn't see what we were seeing.
No.
So then when you'd done what you did, within, probably a week or so.
I think, Lynn, that's a really cute clip, so I think we'll play that clip now as well. This is the point where, for the first time, I asked Lewis if he'll stay upstairs on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go downstairs, speak to Mum and Dad, and we're going to spend a bit of time downstairs, and you can spend some time upstairs.
On my own?
I think you should do that. You will be absolutely fine. Right. You've been too frightened to come upstairs on your own, haven't you? Because you thought there was ghosts everywhere. You now know there's a distinct possibility there could have been something else causing the shadows and the reflections and even the thing on the wall. Yeah? Look at me. Do you trust me? Okay, that's good. I'm going to go downstairs now. Will you just stay in your room for 10 minutes? Do you think you can do that for me? You'd be happy to do that. I'll tell you why. Listen. You don't want to be frightened in your own house, do you? In your own home, in your bedroom. That's a nice bedroom you got there, mate. It's pretty cool, isn't it? To be fair. You just want to be happy, don't you? Just chill. There's nothing you're going to hate. You trust me? This is my job. This is what I do. Yeah? You may hear the odd tap, drip, or whatever. It doesn't mean it's a ghost. It really doesn't. But you know what? What we have proved tonight, we've proved that you saw everything you said you did. We've just found different reasons for it. So it shows how observant you are, doesn't it? So will you do that? You happy to do that? Cracking. Put it there. Come on, mate. Come here. Sure. You know, whether a house is haunted or whether it's not, regardless of the age of the person or the child, if you believe it is haunted and associate everything with that, it puts you in a certain mindset, and fear is fear, whether it's anything happening or not. If you believe it is, you know.
Yeah.
There was Lewis had a lot of support when we put that video out, but there was one in particular comment that was made.
Yeah.
When I dropped in to see you guys yesterday, you mentioned it.
I did.
Both of you mentioned it.
Yeah.
So I brought this up because I think it would be good to highlight this comment and explain to people that people should not sit in judgment of others.
No.
When they don't know the full circumstances of the case.
Absolutely.
Or the people involved in the case.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The comment was by Shona. I paused this at 1853 because I can't keep my mouth shut any longer. I would say something there, but I'll be professional.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. Here we go. These people should be ashamed of themselves. They came to the aid of a scared boy, but as soon as they heard he watched Ghost Adventures, they're doing everything to disprove the activity. They really don't want to help. Now listen, everyone, just because someone watches paranormal shows doesn't mean they're not haunted. Just like if you are a pain pill addict, that doesn't mean you get into a horrible crash, blah, 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 blah. So the thing is, as is typical sometimes, people sit in judgment, like I said. This person had no idea the reason I was here.
No.
watched 18 minutes of quite a long video,
Yeah.
formed a conclusion, and then just jumped straight in.
Yeah.
We wasn't here to disprove or anything, like I said earlier.
No.
You brought that to my attention yesterday.
I did, because
how would you respond to that?
because as a parent, knowing what Lewis was going through,
Exactly.
that lady had no idea, and you did a massive, great job for me, and for people like that to criticise. She just didn't know.
What else did it tell you to say? No, I'm only joking. No, but honestly, no, they don't. There's a lot of people.
They didn't know. They don't know the background of it all.
Exactly, and there's a lot of people sitting judgment for watching a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think people should take a lesson from that. You know, sometimes there's a lot more going on under the hood than what it would appear
Absolutely.
on the surface.
Yeah.
I think now, this little boy, I think it's time that I. We had a word.
Brought him in.
Shall we bring him in?
Yeah.
Have you got a microwave?
Yes.
Does it?
Do you want a fresh one?
Well, Costa, I would be impressed.
I can make you a latte.
No, that'll be fine.
I've got a machine.
Just 30 seconds.
Are you sure?
We'll do that. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Lewis's mother. That was Lynn. Like I said, I think it's time now to reintroduce Lewis. How you doing?
Well, thanks. Nice to meet you
Good
again.
dog. Been a while, huh?
It has.
Yeah. So, what have we been up to?
Just, I left school, obviously. Now I'm into college work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I watched one of your little clips you put on YouTube. Did you edit that yourself?
Yeah.
You did a good job. I
do all my YouTube myself. Yeah.
No, the actual editing, I was impressed with.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Anyway, so this is Lewis, now a little bit bigger than he was before. Okay, so on a more serious note, it's great to catch up. When you messaged me on Facebook, says, "Hey Don," you know, I thought, hell, why not? Let's do that. So
Yeah.
So we're doing it. So anyway, from what you can remember going back, obviously I was talking to your mother.
Yep.
Straight from the horse's mouth, Lewis. What was it like for you?
It was an experience for sure.
Well, I know that.
I took a lot from that night. The advice that you gave me that night, I still use today.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, it was an amazing night. You put my mind at rest. Yeah, really good.
I took a lot from this case, but like I keep saying, I wasn't here to prove or disprove anything or look for evidence. What was it like for you? I mean, what's it like to be a 10-year-old child, scared to live in their own home, and obviously initially with nobody actually believing you?
It was annoying because I was saying to my mum and my dad, like, why can't you hear these things? Why can't you see these things?
Yeah.
And I was just getting way confused why I was the only one in the house who could hear these things.
Mm.
Started to get a bit annoyed at the start. Then when you came, I started to have a more understanding.
And obviously your schoolwork was affected badly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess depressed would probably not be the right word for a 10-year-old child. Lynn, help me out. How would you say you was feeling at that time? I know you'd be fed up, but it was a lot deeper than that, wasn't it?
He was low, yeah.
He was really low.
He was scared and low.
Yeah.
And as a parent, it was awful.
Okay.
No.
You know, TV shows like Ghost Adventures, they rarely portray the facts.
Yeah.
How things actually are. How things actually are. I'm not talking about Ghost Adventures specifically now, but many shows, they're under pressure to perform, to a little bit of showmanship, to exaggerate things. There's lots of suggestion, because at the end of the day, it's about entertainment. You know, I mean, a lot of things say for entertainment purposes only. That's there for a reason.
Yeah.
But the problem is, especially very impressionable 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Got to ask you, Lewis, do you still watch Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
You do.
But to be fair, now I have a more understanding.
Yeah.
I know what's real. I know what's fake.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. That's Lewis. Is there anything else you want to say right now?
No, just want to again thank Don for coming around again for.
Hey, you done that enough, buddy. You done that enough. You know.
It's just amazing.
You know.
Really nice.
Anyway, okay, so that was Lynn. This is Lewis. I'm Don Phillips. This is the Supernatural Files. Lewis, great to see you, buddy. I dare say we'll see you in another 5 years. Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. We'll be back soon.
Grief, anyway.
Well, Joe, I don't get a lot. I get, if you look down all them comments, there's not a lot of grief on there.
There's only that one, I think.
Yeah.
Out of how many comments?
Initially, I came on the scene, I got shot up from every direction, from skeptics, from this, from that, and you know, because at the end of the day, I understand it, because I was making bizarre claims. which would appear just like everybody else was making bizarre claims, like Dokakura with Sam and all that. They're bizarre claims and unsubstantiated. So if you're putting that as factual,
Yeah.
I can understand why you're going to get shot at from, you know,
Yeah.
from all directions. So what I
Yeah.
did, I surrounded myself with people like Steve and Nick Kyle, the Scottish Society of Psychical Research and everything. They came out and they went, shit, this is real. This guy's doing what he says he's doing. You know, we did some tests and things. And then, I mean, you'll obviously always get like the odd keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
But they all kind of went, okay, fair enough. Because you know what, Lynn, I'm not a showman.
I know you're not.
You know,
No.
I just tell it the way it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just myself.
And that's what I like.
I've not got an ego. I don't need an ego.
No.
You know, I just want to help people.
Yeah.
And I used to think, even way back when I was getting shit, and that was a few years ago, you know, if you want to give me shit, that's fine. Because you know, at the end of the day, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Not I think I'm doing good,
Yeah.
I know I'm doing good.
You are, yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you hear something like Lewis,
Yeah.
and how bad it was, and then how, do you know how many sessions that would have taken with a psychotherapist to try and sort that out?
Yeah.
A guy that's not
Yeah.
going to believe you what's happening,
Yeah.
who doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
They'd put you in a box.
Yeah. Yeah.
This kid's got issues,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they start digging into this and digging into that.
Yeah.
You know?
It could
Avoid
be.
everything apart from the fact
Yeah.
that it could be true what he's saying. That could be happening. See, the problem is a society that there's little provision for the existence of spirits. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's easier to just ignore them or pretend they don't exist, or just science as
Yeah.
well. I mean,
Yeah.
science, I mean, they could learn so much, but at the end of the day, if you look at the paranormal community, a lot of them are squabbling and falling out. There's people making shit up, there's people making crazy claims.
Yeah.
What self-respected, professional, accredited scientist wants to get involved in that?
Yeah. No.
You just,
No.
whoa.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why the subject's never been examined totally scientifically as it should be. They've got a lot of resources
Yeah.
there, you know, if they wanted, but
Oh no,
nobody wants to step close. So,
No.
and at the same time, there's I mean, I'm an investigative researcher, but there's paranormal investigators, there's ghost hunters and everything, but they're all learning off the TV, which is a very bad place to learn. They're all learning off of other people doing the same thing that they've seen on the TV. So, I mean, there is no rule book at the end of the day, Lynn, but there's too many misconceptions.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Far too many.
Yeah.
You know, and there's too much bullshit out there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I might have to step on somebody's toes to cut through the bullshit, but you know what, I'm sorry, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's what's needed.
Yeah. No, it is, yeah. No, I agree with you.
For years, this subject's just been taboo, it's been kept on the dusty bookshelf in the corner, everyone that's had an experience is woo-woo. That's bullshit. I mean, through the work that I do, I prove that it's not all bullshit,
No.
you know.
Oh no, you
I mean, I've done some good cases and produced
Yeah.
some good stuff. So, anyway, I'm going to go for a cigarette, I'm going to finish my coffee. Did you want to have a word with me, privately or something?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Did you want to? Okay, and then we'll do that. Again, Lynn, thank you for your time. And it's good to see you. I'll see you in another 5 years.
Yes.
When I come back from America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be bringing Patty then as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, bring your wife over. Yeah.
She will be then.
Yes.